taking quietly here. I'm in a wee hide this morning. I'm down actually trying to photograph red squirrels. I don't normally use my wee hide, I can normally sit out, but also there's a good few deer about here at the moment. So I brought the wee hide down, I'll give it an hour here in the hide and then pop out and spend a bit more time photographing the squirrels. It's still only getting late. What date's today? 4th or 5th of November. So sunrise is around 20 to 8. It's only about, well, it's just coming towards 7:30 now, so still fairly dark and gloomy in here. As I say, I'm in my wee hide. I have my camera set up here on a tripod facing out to where I have a few perches and stuff set up for the squirrels. Have some food, squirrel food out, sitting out this morning for them too, so they'll hopefully appear soon and I'll show you a bit of footage and stuff from them. In the meantime, I'm going to keep quiet here and keep an eye out and see if there's any sign of deer knocking about. There's something giving off at the minute. There's also a sparrowhawk knocking about here a good bit too. I actually saw it chasing a squirrel one day, so we'll keep an eye out for that and see what happens. When it gets a bit later, I'll update you and show you what I'm doing here. Maybe a bit hard to make out, but there's a first wee squirrel turned up. You can run in lifting stuff and then run away to bury it. Oh, he's up the tree. Waiting to see it on this camera at all. He hears me talking probably. But they soon get used to me. Holy moly, did you see that? I'm trying to say a bit like my face here, I'm still sitting in the dark. I'm glad I brought my hide. The squirrel started to give off and I looked out over to my left out through the wee window. And there was a big black fallow buck coming through the forest towards me. Got a few photographs there on video. I'll stick them up here now. It's still very dark and gloomy in here, so I was shooting at a very shutter speed, so I hope they turn out alright. I think he could nearly get a scent of me. He came across round to the front and then he stopped and looked for a long time. And then he went back sort of came the way he came. But I'm going to stay in here for a while more anyway and see what else turns up. I just normally sit out in the open here with the squirrels, they don't bother with me. They're kind of used to me now, but when I'd seen the deer here, I said I'd bring the hide just in case. I'm glad I did. He's a massive brute of an animal. And black, real black. You'll see that anyway. Right. The squirrels are still giving off here, so I'm going to take a wee look around and see what's going on. I heard a buzzard calling there a few minutes ago as well, so let's see what happens. Right, a bit later on now, there wasn't much happening there for a while and there's a wee shower of rain, so I'm only really starting to take photographs of the squirrels now. I was just sitting quiet there and keeping an eye out for deer, but I've saw no more since now, so still it was good to see that big buck. That's my wee hide there. You can see the camera sticking out the front there. But there's a whole lot of wee openings in it there. You can open even down low there. That opens, the lens pops out to both sides like that there. And it's just off eBay, it wasn't an expensive one or anything. And then this is where I have that there, sort of facing camera looking straight at that, and then that is just a coffee jar lid screwed in there, and I can put the food in that, and then that's below where I'm watching the camera. Same there. You get them perched on this side of that. I'll show you some photographs, but that's the food's in behind it. And then I have a stone there that was covered in moss, sitting up high. And then there's an old stump here, and I bored a few holes in it. Different places there where I can stash food and get them sitting up on it. And again, I've that stump there that I was throwing a handful of food into the inside of there, and I can see that from the hide and get them. And then the background's nice and low there where you're getting a blurred background. Most of them things are the same. I'm trying to keep it where the perch is up fairly high and I can keep the camera at the same eye level, you know. And then that's where I was getting them jumping. They can't climb this post here. I found out they can actually climb this. That's just downspout pushed over a post, but they can climb that, I found out. So I end up cutting the bottom of a barrel and turn it upside down so that they go up and then they can't get up past that. So then I have to jump from this post here that they can climb onto this, and then where I'm in the hide, I'm looking straight at that. So you get them coming head on, jumping from there across to here. So that's the setup. Right, I'm going to put out some food here now. Some more food. And give it an hour here and take a few photographs and show you what it looks like. I saw somewhere recently that snake peanuts was bad for them. There's not enough calcium in them, and they end up being calcium deficient. So I actually bought a bag, ordered a bag from England of squirrel feed, and there's still a few peanuts in it, but it's mixed with a lot of other stuff now too. So and that's what they're eating this morning. So they seem to like it. That wee one does anyway. Right, that's me done. I'm cold sitting now, so there's still, I can see 3 squirrels there still running about. Not sure whether you'd ever see them on that camera or not. On the ground there in the distance, there's 2 there, and 1 away on beyond that. There's actually 2 beyond that, that's 4 actually in the one time there. Right, anyway, there's 1 away up to 3. I'm gonna get packed up here and home, hopefully in time for lunch. Probably be late again. Always end up stretching it longer than I probably should, but sure. Right, I get all this packed away and get out of here. Thanks for watching along. Don't like saying it, but hit subscribe if you're watching this and would like to see any more. I'm not even sure why it's worth doing them or not, the hassle and stuff, and time editing and whatnot, but we'll see what happens. Right, thank you for watching and see you again.